on me, oh my. Girl, that pussy so fine. Make a nigga come alive. Let me hit it one time. Cause I'm tryna dive deep in it.
Welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Role Models you may not want, but you may just need. I'm your boy Big Dave.
It's your boy Ali.
Podcast Ho Ray in the background.
It's your boy Tyler Jon.
Tyler, he ready for this.
Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go.
So, all right, we're gonna start with the music.
All right.
How'd you get into music?
I got into music when I was like 15, and it was around the time of COVID. And I don't know if y'all remember, but during COVID, nobody was able to do shit, obviously, but a lot of celebrities was going on Instagram Live all the time. And I started hopping on their lives and started rapping for them. Because I always been writing music, but it wasn't until I started like getting comfortable showing my friends my shit. And they would tell me like, yo, like, keep doing it. So I hopped on live with a couple people, and that really gave me confidence because I was hopping on live with like 700 people in the shit. Everybody commenting, oh, he nice. Random people reaching out to me being like, yo, drop this. And I wasn't even that good back then. Like, you feel me? You only get better and better, but definitely that. Like, every time I hear that, anybody asks me that, I tell them COVID.
So who's the first celebrity you popped on?
YBN Almighty J. I don't know if you know him. You know YBN Amir?
Yeah.
It was one of his boys. Yeah.
Almighty J.
Yeah, I got the videos too on my phone of every live that I went on, because that shit, like, looking back on it now, it meant something to me because it gave me, you feel me, definitely the confidence to be like, all right, I could do this shit.
Yeah. Where'd you start recording at?
And shout out to Block and Amboy. He was my first ever studio session. He's been out there for a minute. He's, you know, the Wells Fargo and Amboy.
Yeah.
He's right above there. Yeah.
I've been to that studio.
Yo, Fetty Wap been to that studio.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But Block was my first, and yeah, he also told me, he's like, yo, come back, bro.
I believe my boy Umar,
shout out Umar.
He records it.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but I say that, and then I moved to Florida like a year after COVID, and I was around people that was good with the music, that was good for it. And
that's a nice little hub for it, you know.
For sure,
Marketing.
Orlando's got a good music scene.
Yeah,
like, that's what I tell people is like, you can't stay in the same spot because you're gonna just get the same people that are following you.
Nah, yeah.
Because I mean, I've been in the music industry for a while, and I stopped now. But I've worked with multiple artists, and I always tell them, like, yeah, you could perform at the same place over and over, but you're performing for the same people.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you got to branch out to like Atlanta, California, Florida.
Even if it's for a couple of weeks or a month or two, you know.
Yeah. Like, the whole thing with Florida was my pops, he lived in Florida, and I was just living with my sister at the time, and she felt like I needed, like, change. Me and my sister, we only 3 years apart, so realistically, like, she was the one that was able to tell me shit, but I didn't look at it like that back then.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what I mean? We would bump heads, yeah, because I felt like I could do whatever I wanted. But my pops had met people out in Orlando with the music. He knew I wanted to do the music, so he would have me in certain studios with people, and that's how the YK track came about. I met YK in the studio. The day I went there, I didn't know he was gonna be there. He was there, and he was working with this other artist in Orlando, and he's a good artist, but they make totally different types of music. Like, the dude was like real on the like Florida rap scene, and you know YK, he's a singer. So I'm just listening to the beat and I'm writing to the shit. And the producer too. Funny enough, bro, the producer that I met over there, the first one I met over there is from Amboy. I gave him my number. He seen 732. He's like, where you from? I'm like, yo, I'm from New Jersey, bro. I'm from Amboy. He's like, nah, that's crazy. Even Block, the first person he recorded with too. So we got along like that, and he was helping me write the hook, and we wrote it, showed it to YK. He fucked with it. We did it.
So it was your track that you were originally doing, and then he was like, okay, let's try and get YK on there.
Well, it was YK's track. You
were just listening to the beat.
I was just in the studio because I was going there to record. But yeah, YK's producer was playing him the beat that he was gonna do with the other dude, but they couldn't work together. Like, the other dude, he just made totally different type of sound, you know, and that happens sometimes. Like, not everybody goes with, and also some people are versatile. Some people can hop on multiple different types of things, but yeah, bro.
So the track originally was YK's, and then ended up being yours.
It ended up being mine because it was meant for YK to beat.
Yeah, he didn't fit.
But he didn't do anything to it. Yeah, he didn't do anything to it. It was just a beat that the producer had in his shit. Shout out OTW. But and I just started writing to it with the other producer in the room, Just Rob. He's an artist too. Check him out. He's helping me write to it. We got a hook down, showed it to YK. YK's like, "Ooh, all right, we fuck with this," and we recorded it. Did a video in Miami, all that.
Yeah, I see you got a little snippet of the video.
Little snippet, but it ain't out yet. But it's coming out because everybody, all my loved ones, keep telling me put that shit out. I gotta put that shit out. Yeah,
I like the song because legit, it's a radio play, and it's a summertime play. But I know we was talking. That's not really your style of music.
Nah, it's not. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. And when I did the song, that gave me more confidence because I was like, I never did no song like this. So it made me feel like I could do whatever, whatever I put my mind to, whatever beat I put on. Yeah. I give it the benefit of the doubt, I could do this. I'm not gonna just tell myself I can't. But nah, that really wasn't my style. Like,
so what's your style? What's your go-to?
I really see that's a hard question because I'm still finding my sound. I'm still experimenting with mad beats. Like when I first started rapping, I'm not gonna lie, it was Pop Smoke beats, drill beats, all that shit. Beats. But that's the wave. That's the wave.
That's podcast oration.
But I like a lot of boom bap shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I like boom bap shit because like a lot of drums, a lot of just old school shit. I fuck with old school beats. I like older music, like older, like gritty rap. But it's like nowadays you got to keep up with times, right?
Yeah.
And not that kind of music isn't always gonna go viral. But when you do music because you like doing music, you don't really think about that.
That's when it translates with the audience, and then it's gonna flow from there. Like Joey Badass, you got cats that be doing that.
Yeah. Nah, that's facts.
I had a manager artist, shout out to the Cuzzo, X Jones. He sampled a lot of old. He liked a lot of old stuff, and poetry was nasty. Rapping, lyrics, nasty. But like you listen to a lot of his stuff, and you could tell like that's what he loved, the style he loves. But this generation is so different nowadays.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely. And then my boy Snake Eyes, I'm actually waiting for him to come out with his album. He's MOP affiliate. So I'm trying to see what kind of genre, like what direction he went, because like I said, he's old school too.
Yeah.
He started when MOP was coming up. He was part of them.
Word.
So I want to see what he does. But it's hard because some people don't like that like Pop Smoke style and stuff like that. I think today's music is more, if you find the right beat, it's always gonna hit.
Yeah. Honestly, they say I forgot the saying, it's a good producer can make a shitty artist sound good, but a bad artist, I forgot how it goes, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Like
facts. The artist ain't gonna be able to do much on his own.
Yeah, if he's not good, you know what I mean? Yeah. But nowadays it definitely is a lot different.
A lot of people just want to dance nowadays. And let's like, if you see Kendrick's number one, he's number one on the billboards right now.
Yeah.
And it's a diss track.
Say that one for later, right?
That's a bop, though. That's
everybody's dancing
to
like
it. They not like
yeah. Like they was dancing on the Joe Budden podcast to that.
That's the Joe Budden head right?
But it's a different style. Like everything's constantly changing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't revert back sooner or later, because it always does.
That's what they say. Everything comes back around. Style, look at style. Back in the day, it was baggy clothes.
Now it's just back in style.
Back. Yeah.
Well, you look. We all have different eras. Like you had the reggaeton era. You had the Dirty South era. Like the West Coast was big.
Yeah.
Atlanta's big now.
Atlanta's
New York
number one now.
So like everything changes up every once in a while, but I feel like it all reverts back to the original stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then everybody goes back to the original, and then they flop it back around and they make their own style out of it once again.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think of it this way. Even like just Afrobeat. I'm not saying Afrobeat is old school, but it has old school heritage into the music making.
Nah, yeah.
Beats, and that's like the next wave.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I even so like I said, I started off doing the drill, but I feel like drill, it took a turn. It definitely took a turn.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like as it progressively got a little older, you got a lot of dudes sounding the same. Copying.
Everybody want to be
going
Pop
hot.
Smoke.
You know what I
copy
mean?
and paste. Yeah.
It's like a whole bunch of copy and paste shit, and that's really why I like took a step away from it because I'm like, you know what? Everybody's doing this, and at the same time finding my sound. You know, there's other styles that I want to know if I'm better.
Well, it's crazy because we're actually behind on drill. The UK was doing that way before us.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you look at it, drill's nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Internationally speaking, nah.
Yeah.
I think the new wave of drill is going to be like 5 before, where there's
Yeah.
layers to this beat,
Right.
versus it just being maybe 4 or 5. Now you're looking at 6, 7.
Yeah.
Or like in the UK, there's a singer Amalu. The way
Oh, yeah,
yeah, the way she does, she mixes in like a nice melody in the flow with the drill beat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
New York City.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit was tough.
Well, I'm waiting for the whole transition of Spanish English songs, like just mix both together.
Yeah,
because there's not that many coming out.
I
You know,
actually,
some
I
people
seen
do
the
it.
other day. I forgot his name, but shout out to whoever it was I seen on my Instagram. Did a Dembao shit, but English.
Oh, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the beat.
Don't forget Jim Jones shit too. He got a
Capo?
Spanish joint.
Yeah.
Spanish, old Spanish.
Hey,
joint.
Jim Jones just got jumped at the airport.
Nah, he dumped that.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on the escalator. On the escalator. Yo,
And he got off of that self defense.
It was because
Wow.
it was.
I feel bad for the dude that was in front, the old guy that got pushed off the.
Yeah.
That motherfucker busted his ass. But it's crazy. I mean, music in general. So I want to ask you, who do you really want to make a song with? Like, if you had to pick an artist.
Oh, you know what? If you would have asked me this maybe like 2 weeks ago, I would have told you Drake, bro. Nah, but let me chill.
Now it's Kendrick Lamar.
Nah,
K. Dot.
that's tough. You know what though? Just cause damn, that's a real good question. I really I always would have answered this saying Fab because I always fuck with Fab.
See, that's my favorite artist.
Fab was my favorite artist too, and like we're different like generations, me and you. But like I was coming up listening to that, like listening to Fab, Jada.
Soul Tape series.
Yeah, all that. So I would have said Fab, but I feel like Fab not really in the game like that. I'm gonna say A Boogie. I fuck with Boogie.
All right.
Or even if you say Drake, it's not a bad thing. That cosign from Drake will give you numbers.
Yeah,
instantly.
I mean, everybody want to do it.
You want to be number one,
Everybody want to do a song with Drake, though. At the end of the day,
nah, that's true.
Because he does. He boosts numbers.
Nah, for sure.
But like, I would have probably said Fab. If I was a rapper, I would say
Fab.
I was always big into hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
that was my go-to.
Same. Yeah.
So Fab was your favorite artist?
Fab was my favorite, like growing up. Yeah.
See, I back in high school, I used to rap, and that's how I used to do my music. Was always like Fab. Either that or like Joe Budden storytelling.
Spit a quick 16.
Nah.
You know what's crazy though? That's the generational difference because I can't tell you a single song by Joe Budden.
No,
I can't. I cannot.
Slaughterhouse.
Not even Pump It Up.
10 minutes alone.
Nah.
Walk with me.
10 minutes alone. Nah.
Focus. Pump.
You know, Pump It Up.
See, so around what years would you say that all this was coming out? That Joe Budden shit was coming out?
Joe Budden was what, 04?
04, I was born.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
it makes sense.
Yeah, but you was listening to Fab.
That's exact. I was just about to say I'm kind of contradicting myself, and I get that. But you know what? But my parents, nah, they was putting on Fab for me.
I was gonna say, what was your parents listening to?
Fab, Kiss. My pops really fuck with Kiss.
They was going straight New York.
I fuck with Pac.
But that's not because when you think about it, you didn't grow up in that era, so you're only exposed to what you listen.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's just Fab, Kiss. It's not a big.
That's straight New York.
Yeah,
remember?
Because both my parents from Brooklyn, so it's
Joe Budden wasn't popping like that 2004.
Right.
No, he was, but
2008.
that was his biggest hit at that time.
Then, like, nah, I don't remember. You feel me?
But then Slaughterhouse, you never listened to Slaughterhouse?
Nah.
Oh,
I meant when I told you I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. David Ortiz.
Not David Ortiz.
Baseball.
Hey.
Big Poppy.
Yo, Big Poppy was rapping, bro.
Oh,
He probably got some Dembo, bro. Joel Ortiz. He from New York.
Joel Ortiz. Nah, you know what? I might know his song, but I don't know him by name.
All right, how about this? This was one of my favorite rappers coming up. Papoose.
Pat, I know. Well, I know Pat, but I don't know his music like that.
A lot of his shit was mixtape.
Remy.
The alphabetical freestyle.
Alphabetical Slaughter.
Bro,
he was on Where You At?
Bro.
Shout out to Papoose, the dope ass lyricist, songwriter, all that.
But the ABC shit is the one that.
But it's crazy.
I'm not lie. I'll tell you more Remy songs than I could tell you Pat songs.
Alphabetical Slaughter, you know, it's crazy is that every rapper said that they used to do that. That's how they used to
practice.
Yeah, practice. You used to go through every letter A, and then you start rapping A. Everything that had to be A. Then you go to B.
So
everything had to rhyme with
B,
and then C. Then and you just start going through.
That's another way of calling it the 6 minute drill, 5 minute drill, 7 minute drill. That's how rappers get to where they need to get lyrically.
Yeah. You know who else though that my pops had me on, bro? Big L.
Big L.
Big L.
And that's old
because the first song he showed me by Big L was Ebonics. Him explaining like all this like slang and shit.
Big L was nasty.
Ain't nobody doing that no more.
Nah, because everything's dance music. Basically,
everything's dance, everything's TikTok. But like, I'm
like right now. On the way here, I was bumping Mozzie.
Mozzie?
Yeah, you never heard Mozzie? All right, so what's his name that I was saying that he remind me of? Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. Nipsey.
You ever listen to Nipsey?
Yeah.
All right, so Mozzie sounds like Nipsey.
Yeah,
his music.
Yeah, you got the same flow.
They got the same flow, the same type of raps and everything. Like they storytelling and everything, bro.
He just came home too, right? Like not too long ago, like a year or two ago.
I don't even know.
I think so. I was reading earlier. I think he just came home like a year ago. And ever since then, he's just been going at it.
Bro, he's nasty.
No, he nice. He nice.
But it's a lot of people like you said, you was born in what, 04?
Mm-hmm.
So who was you listening to growing up besides Fab?
Who I was listening to?
Yeah.
Drake. Drake came out probably by the time I could remember.
Yeah, because
Drake came out. Drake came out with the you the fucking best, like shit like that, and then he started blowing up. Wayne,
the Young Money, Cash Money.
Yeah,
a million.
That was when Drake was paying one guy that paid the other guy that paid the other guy.
Oh, this nigga. Yo.
Somebody in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's paying 3 people.
Shit, who else, bro?
No Nas in there.
Nas, hell yeah.
I was gonna say.
Nas, Mobb Deep. Like, if you want to talk about that, yeah. Like, I fuck with all that old school New York shit. But I'm trying to think of what 50. I always fuck with 50. Like, I remember. Oh, I don't know if
y'all remember Ray over here. He listened to all the New York people.
Yeah.
I was born in New York.
Y'all remember when the cable
used
to have the music channels? I remember the first time I heard a 50 song was on there, and I fuck with 50 from that point.
Yeah, I remember BET Cypher.
Yeah, that's old school. They stopped doing it.
It's 2017. Like 2017, they stopped.
Yeah, now they
got the but the XXL Cypher. That's always been the.
That's always
that's always been the
like the premiere.
Didn't Kendrick diss Drake on that?
On the BET Cypher in 2013, he did.
BET Cypher.
Or 2013.
That's how long their beef been going, bro.
Or 2015, some shit like that.
Nah, but you know what? Kendrick ain't really diss him. He dissed everybody. Are you talking about the Control shit?
No. BET Cypher.
He had a Cypher.
I don't know what he said on that.
Yeah, he went ham on that
like
Cypher.
Kendrick, I respect the fact that he's always tried to keep it. This shit is a sport. We ain't all friends. We could be cool, whatever. You got features, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's who's the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it competitive.
Oh hell yeah!
Because that's how you got eyes. What's it called? Controversy always brings attention.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't trust everybody around you. Look at Drake.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
He knows who he's going for.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Drake's got 1 million dislikes on YouTube right now, so
I think after like the 300K, yeah.
You know what? But
that's a troll thing.
I got something for that, but I feel like if he didn't name that song what he named it, then he wouldn't. Those dislikes wouldn't be there.
I think more of a troll thing going on.
It would because you know how,
and I'll explain why later because me and Ray gonna go at it later. He gonna defend Drake.
I'm objective and subjective.
Y'all understand why he named that last.
But that's a genius move from Drake's part.
That's true, but I can see why people disliked it because Kendrick's got 5 versions of the heart.
Yeah.
So the fact that Drake made the 6th version, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But anyway,
but we'll
get to it.
So new music dropping.
New music dropping. I'm trying to flood. I got a lot of unreleased music.
Yeah, like you were mentioning earlier, I want to
do everything strategically.
The right
I want to
way.
get videos lined up before I make my drops. And you know, sometimes life gets in the way of a lot of shit, but honestly, I'm trying to get my music out, bro. I'm trying to get that shit out. So probably I say expect new music around like the end of May.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. That Britney track ain't coming out though, right?
Nah, that Britney track coming out. And if we can't get clear,
you got to pop that on SoundCloud, YouTube, something.
Yeah, nah.
I told him, I was like, I don't really like that track.
He don't like the beat. He said he don't like how the beat goes with what I'm doing. And I didn't record when I first wrote that shit. I didn't write it on that beat. I had that shit pre-written. I was in the studio with a producer, and he showed me all the beats he cooked, and I heard that one. And I'll send you the beat later by itself because that beat got something to it.
We definitely gonna play YK Osiris on here, so
we can play that.
But besides that, do you have music out on streaming platforms?
I got 2 songs out. I didn't really push them that heavy, but if you want to go take a listen to them, Tyler Jon on every platform.
I was gonna ask that. You go by Tyler Jon, right?
Yeah, Tyler Jon. That's my first and middle name. Cause you know what? Like when I was thinking about it, I didn't want to be Lil or no type of like gimmick. Like I feel
J. Cole already did that, bro. J. Cole already did that.
Yeah. And I respect that. Like, and I'd rather be respected for like who I am than a gimmick that I gotta put up. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
You realize that everybody that had Lil in front of their name dropped it sooner or later. Look at Lil Bow Wow. He went changed to Bow Wow at that point.
Lil Pump, Lil Skies.
Yeah.
Who else?
Everybody was Lil back in the day.
Little babies don't even.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like to each his own, and these people, all these rappers that we name, for the most part, they all the ones who still doing their thing or whatever. They all did something with it. But I personally would rather just be myself.
Yeah,
I think it's authentic. You know, if everybody's naming themselves Lil, Big, this and that, like I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
you feel me?
You get lost in the search bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Lil, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
See, the reason I like that YK Osiris track is because it gives you a little bit of best in both worlds. Kind of gives you that Florida vibe, but also the New York vibe.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't doing that right now.
Nah.
And to me, it's so heavy for commercial play.
It's got radio value, like
written all over it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because some of the shit they're playing on the radio right now should not be on radio.
I know you say you don't, that's not your style, but if you look at a lot of artists when they first came out, sooner or later they went to that style because they had no choice in order to get big radio stream plays.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that sooner or later you're gonna have to do that as well?
Honestly, I definitely understand like your take on that, and yeah, I might have to. And I'll tell you this: most of the people that's close to me, like my family, my friends, they tell me to do that kind of style. Like, yo, keep finding that.
I like that style.
Keep working with it.
Like you said, A Boogie. That's kind of the style A Boogie does.
Yeah.
But A Boogie uses the New York style beats. Like A Boogie is good. Motherfucker sells out concerts.
Oh yeah, he's a great artist because he could do it both.
Yeah, to me, he's the most commercialized, but he kept his style with him.
Yeah,
like he stood true to himself at the end of the day. So I don't want to say, oh, for you to do it, and then you don't feel like you true to yourself.
Well, you know what? I'll tell it to you like this because when I first started rapping, my biggest inspiration was to be like A Boogie.
Really?
So at the same time, like that melodizing and shit, I feel like it's in my nature because when I write, my writing process is like I hum shit out. I hum shit out. I think of like ways to flow on it, and then I'll put words to it. I'll even record myself with a voice memo, just no, like whatever it is, and then put words to it. But when I first, like my first ever song was on an A Boogie beat trying to sound like him, and you feel me? It sounds terrible, you know what I mean? But I was like 15. But
you need those type of tracks on your album. You at least need like I would say 3 to 4.
And I got a lot of shit. Actually, I didn't even. I'm saying you one after this too that you'd fuck with, and it's like kind of like A Boogie kind of style.
Yeah, because I've been to concerts before. What's that dude that I was telling you that what's his concert? The singer.
Oh, Khalid.
Yeah, I went to a Khalid concert. I'm gonna tell you, bro. After 4 songs, I was like, I can't do this no more.
He fell asleep.
It's because it's his music flows all the same.
Yeah,
where there's no upbeat to it. And I feel like at concerts, if you're gonna do that, you need a track to upbeat to bring people back in.
Yeah,
and then you can bring them back down.
Yeah, his style is very like chill, very mellow.
He sat down on a stool singing the whole time.
Oh nah, I'm not gonna lie though. That's why I like when I said I like boom bap beats, I mean I really like 50s type beats.
Yeah,
because bro, like I don't mind performing some shit and getting everybody engaged in the audience. Everybody's like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like
it's about
that's
entertainment.
It's about that shit fuels me. Like,
you doing performances?
I did my first one in Jersey. My first one ever was in Florida. But that shit went amazing, bro.
I was gonna ask how.
Yeah, I be sending you stuff all the time because, like I said, I used to be in music.
I
used to do artist management.
Yeah,
so I follow a lot of people that do concerts and stuff like that. So I send them to you. So do you have like another concert, like a show lined up yet?
I do not yet, but I am definitely looking for another venue to pop out to and get my shit out because I love performing. Like I love just showing my music and confidently, like not being cocky, confidently. I know that I can make some heads. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bump. Like
now, do you perform the YK Osiris track, or you try to keep that away?
I don't perform that. And
Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to?
Yeah, I'm allowed to. I can do whatever I want with that song.
Yeah.
But and people would tell me like the show I did over here, they was like, yo, just fuck it, just do that one. And nah, honestly, I don't perform it because it's just it like half of the song is him. Not really, he's the hook, but like I just don't perform it. I don't perform it. Yeah.
Why? But why don't you perform it? Just you don't feel like
honestly, I just they gonna hear it. They gonna
I feel like
they gonna hear it.
I feel like once you do it, people are gonna be like, oh shit, like why can't like yeah, you perform it, so they're gonna be bumping to your music, but all of a sudden, like you do 2-3 tracks and then you come out with that, everybody gonna be like, hey,
you know why
though? Popping to that shit.
Because if I'm doing a show out here, it's so that people can see me, Tyler Jon. You know what I mean? And fuck with my music for me.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, but I would feel weird. That's why, because the last show I had, the DJ, like, he know me. He was telling me, yo, you want me to play this one? Like, just do it. I was like, nah, because you know what? Like, I'm not trying to get the crowd hype based off somebody else or kind of using someone else's name to make myself appear. But right. Y'all gonna fuck with me because y'all fuck with me.
I get that. You want to stay true to yourself. But at the end of the day, you know how people say fake it till you make it, but you don't have to fake it.
Nah, this is you until you make it, bro.
I feel you,
but he don't have to fake it because
at the same time it's my song. That's a fact. But it just feels weird to me. Like
you still, I get it. You still feel like you're using someone's name just to get
exactly.
more followers.
It's like if I'm performing somewhere, I'm not the only artist performing,
right?
And I don't care what nobody else think. But at the same time, I would probably look at someone like he's a little corny if he just using this song to perform to people. Like, nah.
Yeah, but you can end your set with it.
That's true. I think about it.
You'll bring them into your music, and then you'll end it with the YK Osiris track, and then everybody's gonna be bumping, and they're gonna at the end of the day they're gonna be like, "Yo, what was his name again?"
That's a fact. Honestly, I might. You know what? I might do something special my next show.
Cause think about,
I might do something special. I might be like, "Yo, I got a little treat for y'all." But
they can end it like that.
You don't have to wait for that.
Like that.
I listen to NF. I don't know who you know.
I know NF.
All right. So we went to the Logic concert.
Yeah.
And NF was performing. And I don't listen to Logic like that. He's a big Logic guy. So I went for NF and I was going off. He was doing his tracks. He must have did like 3 or 4 tracks.
Nah, he did more than that, bro. I thought you were an NF nigga.
No, during that set.
Oh, during that set? Yeah.
He must have done 3 or 4 tracks, maybe. And then he was like, all right, y'all might not know those songs, but you'll know this one.
Yeah.
And he played it, and everybody was like, oh, that's him. And then from there, everybody, he gained mass followers from that too.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll benefit you because a lot of people be like, oh, like this is his music, but he's also in the game.
That's a fact.
Like he's making music with these guys.
Elbows with certain people.
Yeah,
that's true. And honestly, I say it definitely depends too on the venue. Like,
oh yeah,
it depends on the venue because if it's like not really too many people in there, then you know what, they'll hear it because at the end of the night they still gonna be like.
But you got to see it. Okay, I'm a big networking guy. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, I network literally.
You got to.
He's trying to like market yourself. You got to market yourself.
Yeah.
And I always say this: you get one or two people, even one or two people in that crowd, to be like, "Yo, I fuck with him heavy." They're gonna leave that place. They're gonna play their ear music. They might be in the car or something like that, or in the street bumping it. Somebody else might come up to him and be like, "Yo, who is that?
Yeah.
I like that music."
Just like at that Logic concert, we had NF playing, bro. When he
And
played
NF is big at that point still.
Yeah.
But the masses grew even bigger because now people put a face to the song.
Yup. And you had two girls in front of you. I don't know if you remember that with the Habibis or whatever. They were like twins.
Yeah,
they were
bro.
rapping word for word,
bro.
They were rapping word for word,
They
bar
were.
for bar.
They were
going at it. It's shit like that gets people hyped up.
And they made them bigger, a lot bigger, because a lot of literally it was a Logic concert, so everybody's there for Logic.
Yeah.
But as soon as that song came on, everybody's like, "Yo, I know this song.
Yeah.
This is that person. Now I got a face to him. What else is he? This is the type of music he makes. Let me listen to this as also."
Facts.
No doubt. Honestly, I'm still in the process of, like I said, like I only did one show in Jersey, and
I'm gonna send you some people.
Yeah,
I send you all stuff all the time,
bro. No
I'm still in
pressure.
the process of just getting my shit out there.
Exactly.
But I'm hungry for it. I want to do these shows.
And stay hungry.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's just Dave going to manager mode, bro.
Yeah. But conversations like that, they gotta be had. You know what I mean?
It's
perspective.
listen. I used to listen to a lot of like underground people. I used to listen to a lot of people. I don't know if you ever heard of Caesar. Passed away a couple years. He was from Amboy. Heavy set. They call him C's.
Nah.
But that was the first person I ever managed. Dude was nasty, bro. Lyrically fire, music fire. With him, before I got to work with him, I used to work at a spot, and one of the guys, Snake Eyes, MOP affiliate, he was listening to the music. He's like, "Yo, you got an ear for music." And I was like, "For real?" Like, I didn't think of anything of it. And after he told me that, I was like, maybe I do have an ear for this. So I took it to the next level. I started managing people, and I managed different people. I've managed, the only person I've ever put on the contract was my boy Caesar at that time. He passed away a couple years back. I don't remember how long, but I've worked with a dude named Chris Watson.
Yeah,
he was on American Idol.
He's a phenomenal singer.
Nasty,
Shout
bro.
out Chris.
Singer, R&B singer, bro.
Yeah,
nasty. But I'm always in that like trying to find something for the next person. Because I feel like the rooms he used to. So his best friend, not to throw it out there, but his best friend was Beyonce's designer at one point. So imagine the places he used to go.
Yeah.
And his mindset though was, I go here all the time. I used to tell him, "Yo, you in those rooms, those settings, you have to market yourself." I said, "Now you're a business. So at the end of the day, you got to market yourself, even if it's playing the YK Osiris track. Because now people are going to be like, who's this person? I want to work with him. Yeah. Let me send him some tracks. Let me send him some beats. Let me send him a free beat. Yo, this is because this track is fire. This is the type of beats I do. Let me see if he wants to work with that."
Nah, absolutely. Yeah. And honestly, that's true, because when I first posted a snippet on my Instagram, the YK shit, that's got the most traction of anything on my Instagram. And when I did, I had producers sending, because I got my email and my shit, producers sending beat packs to my email, like
because
crazy.
Of the networking, because they see, he's got a video with him too.
You know what? He's not that big yet, but he's got this song.
Yeah,
and he could put it out, and who knows what's gonna happen. But
so I want to ask you this: what do you see? How do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I definitely see myself doing everything I can with this music shit. I can't say that I would ever stop it until I tried my hardest and did everything I could, and I haven't. You know what I mean? So in the next 5 years, that could go one or two ways. But I see myself really either being signed or just doing this shit independently, getting the bag off of it though, for sure. Like, I really see myself doing something with this music shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it with this. What could people look forward to when they listen to your music?
I feel like with where I find myself now with music, something to relate to. That, because I like music where you can relate to some, and I'm gonna pump out a whole bunch of more music that about topics, like certain things that you may go through in your life, or like even just I fuck around with it, bro. Like even some turned up shit, you trying to
some bangers.
You feel me? You driving in the car, you trying to go fast, like whatever. I mean, I do whatever, bro. You know, so expect a lot. Expect a lot. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
All right, man. Well, that's it for this episode. We're gonna kick part 2, so everybody gonna tune in for part 2. We're gonna go ham on
you
that
got
one.
to.
It's about to get active.
Yo, facts, bro. But this is another episode of Unsolicited Role Models you may not want, but you may just need. I'm your boy Big Dave,
Your boy Ali.
podcast Whole Ray in the background.
Tyler Jon, thank you for having me,
Yo, thanks for coming out, bro.